This is the story of the UK's biggest swinging website, and Ruth, a woman who says she was pressured into joining it by her husband and ended up having sex with strangers more than 100 times.
All these men are abusing my body to the point where it's getting infected, getting unwell.
Her story is shocking and upsetting. She wants to tell it because she believes there will be other women who, like her, have been left traumatised.
If they're just that little bit safer or a little bit more aware, or it just plants a seed, that would be better for them.
We've spent months investigating Ruth's case, the website Fab Swingers, and the wider swinging community. This is what we found.
He wanted men to come round, chat for 5 minutes, so he could make sure he was happy with them. And then it was, have sex with my wife. I'll come in if I want to look, I'll leave if I don't, but you just do that and then be on your way.
Ruth says she was pressured into joining the UK's most popular swinging website by her husband. She's decided to tell her story because she believes there will be other women who, like her, have been left traumatised.
If there's any sort of relatability or some feeling in their gut, and maybe they're isolated from everyone, and if they can just hear a little alarm bell ringing.
The website Ruth joined with her husband was called Fab Swingers. It claims to have over 500,000 active accounts in the UK. Swinging typically involves people swapping partners, but can be just one partner having sexual encounters. Ruth says she only did it to keep her husband happy, but things escalated very quickly. She ended up having sex with strangers more than 100 times.
I know that can sound absolutely balmy to someone just hearing the story, but remember, this isn't overnight. Imagine being with someone for 12 years and them telling you, just convincing you of something. Eventually you're going to believe them.
Ruth caught STIs, got pregnant, and ended up having an abortion.
I was going through the termination. It's really, really painful. And he invited someone round to have oral. I realised he really doesn't care about my body. All these men are abusing my body. It's getting infected, getting unwell, and now this termination is happening, and yet I'm still having to meet these men.
Ruth's ex-husband declined to be interviewed by the BBC. We've been investigating swinging for 8 months. Women's charities and experts have told us that it can sometimes be a feature of controlling relationships, but it's an extremely hidden problem that until now has just not been discussed publicly.
The sense of shame that women feel from having engaged in that, they feel embarrassed to even tell their friends about it. It also gives men a lot of ammo, text messages, if not photographs or videos. They perhaps have thought that they might enjoy it to start with. Very quickly, the abusive nature of those liaisons becomes worse and worse.
Ruth told us there were moments when she appeared to be a happy swinger, at times arranging some of the meetings herself. She says she would act enthusiastic to keep her husband happy, but she also repeatedly told him she was scared and traumatised. Her story made me investigate swinging further. On the Fab Swingers website, sex is often arranged in advance via message, which means consent is often discussed or presumed ahead of a meeting. I wanted to know whether men using Fab Swingers consider whether the women they're sleeping with are doing it because they really want to. One man, Martin, is in his late 40s and uses Fab Swingers. We've changed his name and voice because he spoke to us on the condition of anonymity. To be clear, Martin never met Ruth on the website. Can I ask how many people you've met through Fab Swingers and had sex of some kind with?
Around about 50 to 60, mainly with married women where their husbands want to watch.
One evening he was at a meet, group sex with a married couple in their early 40s. Lots of messages had been exchanged beforehand. Martin says in the messages the woman sounded keen. When Martin got to the house, there was another man there.
To me, the woman looked like she was badgered into it. My husband and someone else was saying, yeah, come on, let's do it harder, harder, harder. And I think they were coerced into that situation.
So you felt like she was being made to have sex with you?
Yes, yeah. That's not a turn on for me. That's not something that I'm happy about.
I'm going to ask a bit of a brutal question here. Did you feel in that situation like you were raping someone?
Yes.
How many of the women you've slept with that are in couples do you think don't want to be doing it?
Over half.
Martin told us that until that moment he thought this woman was consenting because of messages sent before they met. He didn't report the incident to the police and says he now deeply regrets that. Fab Swingers told us it ran its website in adherence with the regulator Ofcom's requirements. It said reports of non-consensual activity are treated by them as a priority risk. Women's charities and Ruth told us they hope this investigation will enable other women to speak out.
If they're just that little bit safer or a little bit more aware, or it just plants a seed, that would be better for them.